Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most beneficent. Welcome to Chitkal IELTS Academic. Dear today, this is our fourth session, and we are going through a book from Cambridge, which is actually IELTS Band 9 speaking book. In this particularly, we are going to understand and learn about different strategies and techniques with which we have to work on an IELTS examination, IELTS speaking examination particularly, to score our maximum bands to target our desired bands, inshallah. So let us just read this book, and we'll be starting with from this page. Does it appear on the screen? Do you see it clearly?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
This
sir.
is clear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Am I audible? Actually, I think you.
Sir, basically the voice was breaking. That's why I was just didn't get the voice clear. Now it is clear right now.
It is clear. No problem. So I'd like you, one of you, to just read through this. Who would be reading this? I would like you, Zoha, to read this for me. Strategies for part 1 of
Strategies for part 1 of the speaking test. In the part 1, which lasts roughly to 3 to 4 minutes, the examiner asks you a series of questions about your life and or slash your current situation. These questions may be on a single topic, your layered interest, or on a variety of topics, your layered interest, your friends, and your living accommodation. Here is an example of 3 typical part 1 questions and 3 answers from the candidate, which would get low to medium score around band 5.
Very well
Examiner.
done. Very well done. Now I'd like you, Mr. Reis, to read the same paragraph she just had went through. Strategies for part 1 of the speaking test. So what are the strategies for part 1 of the speaking test? What are the techniques actually? This is something we're going to run over. But before we do this, we are actually just reading this paragraph in order to understand what it is. A brief information on the first paragraph. Yes, Mr. Reis, in part 1.
In part 1, which lasts roughly 3 to 4 minutes, the examiner asks you a series of questions about your life and or your current situation. These questions may be on a single topic, e.g. your layer interest, or on a variety of topics, e.g. your layer interest, your friends, and your living accommodation. Here is an example of three typical part 1 question and 3 answers from a candidate who would get a low to medium score around band 5.
Okay, very well done. Actually, this is the part 1 we are talking about, and it is around 3 to 4 minutes long. The total time for this part is actually 3 to 4 minutes. We already have gone through. The examiner asks you a series of questions about your life, your current situation. In your life, we were told that it would be about the leisure and friends and living accommodation and studies and family, maybe our interest, maybe our professional life, maybe. So all this would be actually about our personal immediate issues. This EG actually means exemplia gratia. So it is written as EG in abbreviation. So this is actually the time, or this is actually the nature of the question that we are being asked. So here are a few examples of typical part 1 questions and 3 answers from candidate who would get a low to medium score around band 5. Actually, first we are going to read the questions and answers, but these answers would secure only 5 bands, not more than 5 bands. So first let us go through these questions and answers, and then let us evaluate ourselves that how can we improve our bands while using different techniques and strategies in IELTS speaking part 1. Okay, Zoha, I'd like you to read this for me. I'm just asking the question, and you would be the candidate to answer me this question. Let's talk about your home country. What is the climate like? Yes, Zoha.
It's too hot most of the time. Sometimes there is rain.
It's hot most of the time, and sometimes there is rain. Very well done. Thank you. Now, what are the main industries?
Making cars and buses, and there are many factories which make the plastic things.
Okay, making cars and buses, and there are many factories which make plastic things. Well done, I see. And what are the main festivals?
What does the festival mean?
It means a special time when communities and families celebrate something.
Oh, okay. Well, our big festival is in summer.
I see. That's great. Thank you so much for your participation, Zoha. Now, I'd like you, Mr. Reis, I'd ask the same questions to you, and you would be supposed to answer me. Let's talk about your home country. What is the climate like?
It's hot most of time. Sometimes there is rain.
Thank you. And what are the main industries?
Making cars and buses, and there are many factories which make plastic things.
I see. And what are the main festivals?
What does festival mean?
It means a special time when communities and families celebrate something.
Oh, okay. Well, our big festival is in summer.
That's very great. So you have gone through these answers, and you see that these answers are here only consisting of only one or two sentences long, not more than that. Now let us just go through details, and then we'll try to understand what are the things actually which make difference in terms of scoring more or better grades. So Zoha, please read this for me. Please note that.
Please note that the answers from this candidate do not contain any grammatical mistakes. Also, it is not a problem that a candidate asks for the explanation for the word festival. The reason that the mark would be quite low is because the information that the candidate provided was too basic, and the candidate did not expand on his initial comment.
On his initial comment. So Raiz, I want you to read the same thing again.
Please note that the answer from this candidate do not contain any grammatical mistakes. Also, it is not a problem that the candidate asks for an explanation of the word festival. The reason that mark word would be quite low is because the information that the candidate provided was too basic, and the candidate did not expand on his initial comments.
Very well done. So there are two things that we have to focus on. Number one is actually the reason for low mark or the low grade isn't that the candidate has asked for the word festival, because the candidate had no idea what the word festival means. So the candidate asked what the word festival means. So it is not the reason for the marks being low. Secondly, there are grammatical mistakes. That is not the big reason again for marks being graded low. So what is the basic reason actually? Number one is information that candidate provided was too basic. The information which is provided is too basic. So what he didn't do, the candidate did not expand on his initial comment. The examiner in IELTS would actually expect you to expand your question, to give more information, to give explanation, or to justify your statement what you have made actually. So the basic reason for not getting good grade in this answer or in these answers is actually providing very basic or providing too basic answer. For example, now we are going through the same type of answers but with a different response. Here we go. Yes, Zoha, let's talk about your home country. What is the climate like?
Examiner, let's talk about your home country. What is the climate like? Okay, I'm going to answer. Sorry.
Yes.
It's generally hot and humid, although it rains heavily in October. This has the big influence on our way of life and our industries because the work tends to stop in the rainy season.
Okay, thank you. And what are the main industries?
Main industry is the production of the cars and business, which are mostly exported. Plastic items, especially toys, are important exports as well. In fact, we tend to export most of the products that we manufacture.
I see. And what are the main festivals?
Sorry, can you explain what the word festival means?
It means a special time when communities and families celebrate something.
Well, thanks. Our principal festivals are religious. Most people in my country follow the same religion. We have the 3-day festival in summer where people exchange the gift. We have the National Independence Day in January. On both festivals, families celebrate together and the shops close for several days. We need to plan the events carefully, as you can imagine.
As you can imagine. Very well done. So we have gone through responses. These are actually responses that we went through first. For example, there is hot most of the time, sometimes there's rain, and then making cars and buses, and there are many factories which make plastic things. And for the next question is, our big festival is in summer. So these are the answers for 3 questions we went through. And now the same answers are asked, but the questions are here with different type of response. The questions are very same, but the response is somewhat different. Now we are going to analyze the nature of the answers and the difference that is between the previous questions we just went through and the questions now we are having answers with. So the first thing, there are actually 4 to 5 things that we are going to work on and that we're going to find difference in. For example, the difference in these questions and the questions we just now went through are of various dimension or of various types. So the first thing that we are going to understand is the number of sentences that we used in these answers. For example, let us now just make evaluation of it. So Reis, can you please tell me how many sentences are there in this answer of the first question? Let's talk about your home country. What is the climate like? That was the answer. And how many number of sentences are there in this answer?
Only single sentence. Only single sentence in.
Okay, it is hot most of the time and sometimes there is rain. There is one sentence. I think there are 2 sentences. It's hot most of the time. This is one. And sometimes there is rain. This is the second. So there are 2 sentences. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. What are the main industries? Zoha, how many sentences are there in the second question?
Sir, basically, here are the 3 sentences, which is making cars and buses is the one, and there are many factors with the 2, and which make the plastic things as the 3. Basically, there are, if we are considering the 2 sentences, then the second sentence contains the explanation of itself.
Okay, so grammatically speaking, Zoha, we cannot say that there are 3 sentences. Grammatically speaking, there are only 2 sentences. This one is the first sentence and the second one, this one. Even though the second sentence has 2 different clauses in it, okay? Meaning wise, it has 2 sentences, but there are actually 1 sentence, okay? It is complex sentence, and complex sentence would jumble up 2 different clauses. So we can say that there are 2 sentences in this answer as well. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I see. So what the festival, okay, it means a special time when communities and families celebrate something. Okay, Reese, can you please tell me, well, our big festival is in summer. How many sentences are there in this answer?
Oh, okay. Well, our big festival in summer is single sentence. If we say, okay, then it's 2 sentence.
Yes, there are actually 2 sentences. The one is, okay, and the second one is, well, our big festival is in the summer. So we see that in all these answers, the number of sentences we used in answer is only 2. Is only 2. Right. Very well done. Now let us just have a look on these answers and try to find out what is the difference in terms of number of sentences that we use. First, let me just show you something. Okay, actually there are 4 things on which we are going to make analysis on. Number 1 is number of sentences.
The analysis of what, speaking?
No. The analysis of the difference between the questions which actually get 5 bands and the question which may get 9 bands. So which actually, what are the techniques which actually make us get band 9 answers? Have you got it?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Second one is starters. Third one is
starters, mainly the expression of anything or expression of your ideas or expression of your questions. Is that like, oh, wow, what is that?
No.
Okay.